Wellness Tip of the Week. Their weight release program helped me drop over 50 pounds and over 10 pant sizes. Visit our homepage of sportstownchicago.com or theedgeonair.com to find out the Team Dow Wellness Tip of the Week. Welcome back to SportsTownChicago.com's coverage of high school club volleyball. We got the 18s here, best of the best coming your way. We have the MVA 18-1s, the Michigan Volleyball Academy 18-1s versus First Alliance Volleyball Club 18 Silver. And of course 18 Silver 2-0 so far today. Close one in the first, second one really took things away. And with that being said, Alex, we got a great game ahead of us. We've seen both these teams come away with victories. Let's see what they're going to do here in this contest.
Well, yeah, and perhaps the most intriguing part, both teams just sat for quite a long time as the fifth match of the day went 3 and then went down 15-14 in the third set. So both these teams have been sitting for a while, and it'll be interesting to see which team can get out to a quick start. As as we saw earlier, First Alliance really comes out of the gate strong, but especially and maybe more so folds a little bit. Not folds, I guess isn't the right word, but made a few mistakes then later on in their first match. MVA came out strong, each won 25-19. So again, the key I think here is to take the first set and get out to a quick early lead.
Again, both teams taking court. Both teams wearing black jerseys. The First Alliance wearing the black jerseys with the white trim and basic white numbers, with MVA wearing the black jerseys with baby blue numbers and a white trim. So very similar. Libro Miller for First Alliance wearing red, and Libro for MVA wearing a white with baby blue. Kind of like the Dina Ott special from Marion Central Catholic back in the day. Is that a good analysis? Is that all right?
That's a fair assessment. Just the number quite a bit different.
That's true. Teardrop serve. Miller underneath that one. Villa-Eunice joust. And Villa-Eunice wins the joust versus Abby Fleener. And First Alliance draws first blood.
And again, First Alliance just won a joust in the middle with their setter. Their top two middle blocks not playing here today, although Zielinski is in uniform. So she maybe we'll see her again. Earlier she was in warm-ups.
Zielinski is ready to play, as you said, and Pedakoukas still on the bench, though. Injury in the offseason, and Williams, bit of difficulty there, getting it over the net on the serve. 1-1 your score.
And I think with Williams, it's really the toss and the approach. It just doesn't seem to have the timing down. The height on the toss isn't where it was at this point last year.
Serve over, bump to Laka. Villa-Eunice backslide. Nava! Nagivna! Nava! 2-1.
Down the line.
I should time myself, see how long I can get a Nava kill.
Yeah, you might have a couple chances here.
Possibly. Don't forget, folks, all previous games today that we've covered between courts 1 and 2, available free downloadable podcast. And check the video. Live online on our live stream. Dump attempt left hand, Villa-Eunice, nothing there. Tipped over, redirect by Villa-Eunice. They get another point. Out dueling Kristen Reinders.
Apparently this first one's already over.
30-1. For our fans at home that are watching, score is incorrect.
Now it's 28-1. Yep, there you go.
Yep. Oh my, they're going point by point. But Alex, you're going to be here this afternoon. You have the 17s. You're going to do it with Joe Freddo. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I believe tomorrow morning is the 17s.
Okay.
You'll have to text me to let me know what the update is, as I am off DJing a wedding. We here at Sportstown are multifaceted people. Nava drops it far back, picked up by Nasita, dropped over to the top of the net. Going for the kill is Zielinski, who does check into the game. Miller, two-hand directional set, good dig down, 10-foot line. Keeping alive, spike near side, getting the kill is Reinders. Off the tip, kill. She found that line and took advantage, 3-2.
And this is the one thing that I think is impressive so far for Michigan. They're not intimidated by First Alliance. As we saw earlier, First Alliance came out strong and kind of got in the heads of their opponent. That's not the case here with MVA.
And Zielinski with a tip kill. I have not said her name in over a year. Congratulations to Lauren Zielinski.
Getting back in there. It's an interesting choice in the color headband, though.
Ooh, the baby blue. That doesn't even match Marist colors. Getting the ace now is number 7. Never Say Never. Somebody to love. Baby, baby, baby. Oh, Alexa Villius.
And Villius, again, a very dangerous player. Kind of that triple threat. She can not only set, but she can go for the kill, and she can play defense as well.
That one goes out of bounds. Another ace. 6-2 your score. First Alliance leads by 4.
Billy Eunice, is she U of I bound?
Yes, she is. She's going to rejoin the likes of Jocelyn Burks, part of the gruesome twosome for Lyons Township 2 years ago. It makes me kind of feel like a professional broadcaster now that we've covered these players, said these names for, quite a while now, and can relate to stories. It's like, oh, that's how come, the Harry Careys and the Les Grobsteins can remember things that happened in 77,
I like how you throw Les in with Harry.
Well, yeah. Talaka breaks through, 7-3 your score. Caroline Rowe is going to check in for Jesse Talaka. We are here live, sportsonchicago.com.
I guess if you're around the sport long enough with the players, eventually you're just going to learn enough about the stories and what goes on that you'll eventually have your own stories, especially when you have your own All-Star game.
That is true. I mean, you look at that court right there. You got Rose, Williams, Villa Eunice. 3 out of the 6 players on the court right now, players in the All-Star game this past year. Villa Eunice very close to being the All-Star of that game. 7-4 your score on sportsonchicago.com. Missed play on the return.
And Zielinski, I believe, was a futures player that just happened to be hurt her senior year.
Yep, sure was. I mean, she owns the middle of that court when she's healthy.
Was Nava, I believe, down there, Tulaka?
Yep, Nava, Tulaka, 2 more All-Stars. So, like we said earlier, you got an All-Star, every player going to college team on the court. It's all a matter of them playing together. Rose, bump, Villa Eunice back down to Brown. And there you go. Boom, boom, Brittany Brown. 8-4.
Brown, great cross-court shot, the lefty on the right side. And right now, opponents have not had an answer for that because they've been focused on trying to shut down Williams.
And shout out to Pat and Chris Dolan listening to Sports on Chicago, Naples, Florida. But yeah, boom, boom, Brittany Brown. She's Loyola bound, so might see her throughout the year.
There's a good chance we could see a lot of colleges here as still up in the air, but there's a good chance you could be calling a lot of their home games.
Whose?
Loyola.
Oh, well, you never know. Don't want to throw anything out there just yet. Set across the middle, spike down. Rose moves out of the way as a power bomb was coming from Jess Marley. 9-5 your score. She just gets out of the way.
And right now, Michigan.
Another team behind us with really cool jerseys. I like the jersey. Like I said,
the purple and it looks like neon green.
That's good stuff there. We're underway here, and boom, boom, Brittany Brown continues it and sends it downtown for the Brittany Brown. 10-5. Boom, 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 boom.
What Pete said.
I kind of just continue along. There's so many bees.
And again, right now, if you're Michigan, though, you got to find a way to stop Brown on the outside because right now she's the one player that is beating you single-handedly.
And joust there won by Villa Eunice. Bit of a mismatch. She was against the 5'4" Ariel Nacita, the libero, as Villa Eunice stands, for my recollection, 6'1", 6'2".
That is correct. Well, we got a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by the Team Dow Wellness Health Tip of the Week. If you want to find out what the Health Tip of the Week is, go to SportsTownChicago.com's homepage and click on it. It's just that easy. They also have great products. Pete is a living testament to their weight loss program. And they also have other products that are approved by the IOC. That's the International Olympic Committee. And that's meant to help athletes worldwide increase their workout and get the most out of it.
Mm-hmm. You take some of the coffee? Well, we'll get to that in a second. We're back underway. Spike near side. Reinders tries to bring it down. Williams back bump, and they got to stop play before somebody gets hurt, as Jackson Jones almost stepped on the volleyball rolling in from another court.
Yeah, and it's good to see, though, that play does stop and that the officials are very much on top of that. It's all about safety first, and then you can redo a play, but you can't take back an injury.
That is true. Nava at the net. They just can't quite tip it over. Reinders mispalm that one. 12-5 is your score.
And again, it just seems like First Alliance just is doing enough to get Michigan a little bit out of rhythm.
Nava, left-hand uppercut to Williams. Duke bound. Goes back row. Able to keep it alive there is Davis. Down, and Jackson Jones. Great play at the net. I wonder why she doesn't even play more, because she comes in. We always say her name for blocking prowess, and then she checks back out 12-6.
Well, again, I think it's one of those things where right now it wasn't in the game plan coming in. She's been very effective, but a lot of coaches are hesitant to change things up, especially when Michigan's had a lot of success today.
Williams, kill.
That was pretty simple. Do you think she's going to be in the able to go as a Cameron Crazy next year?
I wouldn't see why not.
I'm just wondering in terms of the workout schedule if that conflicts with.
Well, I mean, our associates over at DePaul that we worked with, I mean, they had the opportunity to go to a lot of DePaul games. So I would assume it would be a similar fashion. I mean, you were a Division I athlete. Were you able to attend other sporting events?
Yeah, but you still had to pay ticket price and all.
There's no student pass?
There was. I mean, you could buy a season pass.
Really? For every sport, or?
Each sport was individual.
Oh, okay. Villa Eunice 10-foot line to Williams. She sends it over. Again, Jackson Jones on the bench, so not quite the prowess at the net right now for MVA. Set up, back row, full length of the net. Spike, down, Reinders, returned by Williams. Villa Eunice outside Talaka. Talaka sends it out of bounds. Good communication to Sita, jumping out of the way, 13-8.
Well, Talaka on that one just didn't follow through on the wrist. Just a straight hit and really a push, no follow through. Anytime you do that, the ball's going to end up sailing out of bounds.
13-8 your score. SportsOnChicago.com, right-hand set serve. Drops the 10-foot line. Talaka gets underneath that one, as does Reinders. Set far side, left hand sending it over, but sending it a bit far of the line. Ariel Nasita, 14-8. She saw the line. She had it open. Might as well try to take advantage of it while you can. Just couldn't hold it down.
Liberos often, as you know, work on defense a lot more than the overhand hits. And she knew what she wanted to do, just didn't execute.
Oh, whoa, nearly. Big kill there. Jess Thunder Marley. You get the reference? You get that one? You get it?
I'm still trying to. No.
Basketball players in the 90s. Thunder Dan Marley for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Bit for the Cavs. 14-9. Big point there though for MVA, and they're starting to show a bit of wherewithal, only trailing by 4.
Well, this is what we saw out of First Alliance, is that they got up big early, and then they kind of let up a little bit in the middle of the set, and it's given Michigan a chance to come back.
Backslide. Zielinski able to find the kill. Didn't have much hop behind it, but didn't need it, as it just kind of slid off the side of her hand and dropped down.
Well, on that, the block was expecting her to go hard, and when you got height at 6'4", you can afford to go with a little tip shot over the top because no one's going to get up and block you.
I forgot she's that tall. Serve over Villa Eunice. High 3 set. Down. Kill. Grow. Or excuse me, that was Marley again. And as before, bringing Thunder Struck.
And, it's an interesting rotation. She checks right out. But two of the best players so far for Michigan seem to be on short rotation.
Villa Eunice slide back. Zielinski goes for another kill. They had the defense set up that time. 10-foot line kill attempt there by Reinders. Bump back row Williams. Near side left hand. Boom Boom Brown. 15-11. Pick up back row again from Reinders. Not able to get underneath that one, Williams. Big kill again from Marley as she checked back into the game.
And again, it's
excuse me, that was Lexi Huntley. That was a 68, not 98. But either way, some power from the outside. Teardrop over the top. Miller to Villa Eunice. Villa Eunice goes far side, and Jessie Talaka comes down with the big kill, 16-12.
It's interesting right now. First Alliance, when they're giving up the points, they're giving them up on the defensive side in the back row. They're not quite rotating Williams had been left out on an island several times. I think an adjustment that they're going to have to make is by adding a little help in the back row.
16-12, still your score, a bit of a substitution as Caroline Rose for York sends it into the net. 16-13. Right now you don't see MVA making a lot of personal mistakes. See some misguided serves in the short term for First Alliance.
Right, and right now Michigan seems very poised on the court. Yes, they're trailing by 4, but they've maintained their composure, and it's starting to show. First Alliance, on the other hand, seems to be forcing a little bit more, and now starting to make some more unforced errors.
Left hand side by Brown. Brown blocked by Jackson Jones. She checks in. We say her name. She checks in. 16-14.
Pete makes it sound easy, and she's made it look pretty easy so far.
I'm trying to say. I don't know how to take that. Serve over Davis. Outside Williams. Oh, good eye by Williams. Double block coming her way. Palms it over the top of it and drops it right down. Got a good spin on it. 17-14.
A much needed point for First Alliance to keep that 3-point lead, because they've really kind of fallen off a little bit in terms of the way they've been playing, and they really needed to get a point to keep an advantage.
Villa-Eunice back set to Brown. Brown blocked it out of bounds. Point goes to First Alliance. 18-14. Miller back to serve.
And it seems like if Brown gets going again, First Alliance is going to kind of follow her lead.
Right hand serve picked up. Back row Nisita. Jackson Jones in play. Nisita Williams goes over Jackson Jones, sets up Jackson Jones, killed Jackson Jones. ABC, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. 18-15.
Nice. On the defensive side for First Alliance, though, it started with the blocking game not closing and leaving Villa-Eunice out on an island.
Villa-Eunice, decoy, Nava, Williams over the top, high, set. Jackson Jones decoy, but it goes over the net. Villa-Eunice 10-foot line as Rose comes down, and every Rose
I was waiting for you to
has its thorn. 19-15.
I was sitting there just waiting for you.
That's fine.
Rose, that's the first time I think we've really said her name for getting a kill in this set, and that's going to be big for First Alliance.
Back set, Jackson Jones right in the keister, or the kisser of Miller. 19-16, and then she checks out.
You know, again, a great play, but then you come to the bench, and that's just a product of being in the rotation. And when you're in the game, though, she's making an impact.
High serve over. Left hand down, Villa-Eunice. Can't pancake it there. Good attempt there by 85, Allie Davis out of Plainwell, Michigan, but scored 20-16. It does say third on here. It's definitely the first.
Yep. This is, and I believe that one said first, but I believe actually was the second.
Yes.
On court 2.
Right hand up serve Williams, and she sends it out of bounds. Like we said earlier, this is the second time we've called First Alliance Silver today. They just seem a bit out of sync.
Yeah, and they're playing well enough to win, but they're not playing like the #1 team in the Great Lakes. And you wonder if a product of it is, you know, the fact that maybe it's been an early morning, or maybe it's just been some wear and tear, but they just don't seem in complete rhythm.
Yeah, Williams misguides that one. 20-18, that one goes out of bounds. 2-point lead only for First Alliance. They need a timeout. Really quickly, Alex, do we have a Sky High representation here today at all? In the 17s or 18s?
You know what? I didn't see that, but I'll double check now that you bring it up.
I know last year they had a very good squad. But with that being said, as Alice looks for that fun, 2018 is your score right now. We're brought to you by our main sponsor, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, a year-long college, few different campuses across the nation. The two local ones, one in Lombard, Illinois, and one in downtown Chicago. Give them a call, 630-916-1700, or go to beonair.com, beonair.com, for more information about yourself being a broadcaster, whether it's TV, radio, behind the scenes, front of the scenes, producing, directing. You find it all. beonair.com, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Back to serve and setting it over ways 33, Meyer. Villa-Eunice Dump! 21-18, second dump of the day, first one of this game.
No Sky High.
No Sky High. Interesting. 21-18 your score. Nava right hand over the top. Good bump back row, slide attack, and Talaka sends the block out of bounds. Talaka with the blocka.
Nice.
But it goes out of bounds. 21-19, Yowza. Okay, I'm done. Reinders teardrops it right at about the 7-foot line. Villa Eunice far side. Talaka with the kill. Waka, waka, waka.
Changing it up a little bit there on the rhymes. Going with the Muppet theme of the day.
22-19 your score. Waiting for the volleyball to get back. Alexis Villa Eunice getting a little winded doing sprints. And now she's changing position. Coach is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go that way. Bit of a jump serve. Picked up back row. Meyer. High set. 10-foot line. Kill attempt. Reinders. Blocked out of bounds by Talaka the Blocka. 23-19. 2 points away from set one.
And First Lions caught a break there as a timeout being called because they just made contact and they were lucky enough that dropped down in play. But for a moment, it looked like it was going to be a tool killer going in the way of Michigan.
Bump, 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 bump.
We should mention, though, that Pete yesterday had big news for December this year.
Yes! The 2012 Illinois High School Volleyball All-Star Game has been declared to go. Location to be determined, but date set December the 1st. So just about 10 and a half months. 10 and a half months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 10 and a half months. Make sure you mark your calendars December 1st. It's going to be bigger, better, badder, faster, stronger, everything than last year. 23-19. As we're waiting for the line judges.
Busy socializing.
Yeah, the R1's like, let's go, people. The game behind us has ended. Set across the middle. Going for the kill there. Not finding anything just outright is Marley. Marley goes again after it goes back. Talaka. Williams back corner sends it. Miller has to side bump it. Good footwork there. Set. Back. Slide. Down. And in. Point goes Talaka with a blocker.
And again, the net play for First Alliance being huge. When you add Zielinski in there, Talaka and Villa Eunice and the rest of the front row with Brown too, can really go up and be a little more aggressive when you have the height.
Well, and just think they got an injured Petikoukis right now at set 1 point, 24-19. If she would be out there, that is a wall.
Yeah.
24-20, still at set 1 point.
I'd be curious to know if we took the players that we see in Illinois and we took as like a traveling team, if any team in the nation could beat the top players from Illinois.
So that's a good question. Like if that's something we should do next year. Talaka over the top, and that one goes out of bounds. 25-20 is the way set one is going to end. We'll get back to whatever story we were going to try to tell in just a few right here, SportsTownChicago.com.
How do I become a DJ? How can I hang out at cool shows, go backstage, be on the air, play cool music? Well, it can actually happen to you. A career working in radio or TV can happen at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting trains you for careers in both radio and TV, on air and behind the scenes, whatever you want. Classes meet 3 days or nights a week, and in just 10 short months, you'll be ready to start your career in broadcasting. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting offers hands-on training, cool internships, job placement assistance, and financial aid for those who qualify. They're going to help you get into a career that you can love at their suburban campus in Lombard. All you got to do is go to beonair.com to get info. That's beonair.com. Or you can text radio to 99161. You can also get your broadcast portfolio started right now by being Q101's concert correspondent at Jamboree. You'll get VIP tickets to the show, shoot interviews with the crowd, and score $100 in concert cash. Just head to Q101 Club section of Q101.com for all the info.
SportsTownChicago.com, the only place where you can talk Pokemon with the Pokemaster. Bringing you all the pressing topics, brought to you by SportsTownChicago.com.
You want to do a live sports show with up to 3 of your friends? Yeah. Would you like to be invited to live sporting events? Well, yeah. Well, you can now with SportsTownChicago.com. Sportstown Chicago is the home of the ICB Sports Network. Learn blogging, podcasting, and promos right here at SportsTownChicago.com. For more information, go to beonair.com or dial 630-916-1700. SportsTownChicago.com. We're in the league of our own.
Friday Night Hoops.
We've got ball!
Basketballs, that is. Yes, that's right. We're bringing you all the high school basketball news from around the area.
Whoopee!
Fridays from 5 to 7 p.m. only on SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey guys, it's Pete McMurray. Every time I'm out and about, people always ask, Pete, how do I become a DJ? How can I hang out at cool concerts, go backstage, and most importantly, be on the air? Well, I'm here to tell you about the Illinois Center for Broadcasting.
And we're back, SportsTownChicago.com. Dr. Pete alongside the one, the only Alex Cicero. It's going to be possibly the final set of the morning cap, as Joe Fretto is going to be joining the broadcast for the afternoon. But right now, it's First Alliance. It was an interesting one in the first one. They had a lead, let it slip, came back, finished it up strong. Trying a lot of different things as Megan Miller checks into the game. And 0-0 is on the board. Line judge is getting ready. R1 about to give the whistle. R2 ready, and we are set to go. Jacobson right hand clears the net. Dig down low. Back slide for Jackson Jones and kill Jackson Jones. 1-0.
Just to give you an answer, tomorrow, Pete, it looks like the 18s are in the morning.
Oh, all right. So I get back-to-back 18s. So it's going to be on you to start determining All-Stars for next year.
Yeah, and Labasco and Griff.
And then I'll take care of it on Monday.
And then you'll clean up everyone's...
I will clean up the mess after the slew of emails tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. Rose bump back row. Villiers, ooh! Villiers to Williams. They did it 4 years at Lyons Township. They did it in the All-Star game. They did it in the 2010 state championship game, and continuing it here, 1-1 your score.
You know what? Anytime you have two players that play year-round between high school and club,
yeah,
it's a dangerous combination because that continuity and that familiarity is something that you just can't coach.
That you can't, but again, something that apparently has been slipping a bit is the serve of Williams. Another service error, 2-1, as Michigan takes the lead. Serve over, Villayunas back to Nava. They give him the hot dog. I didn't time it because I didn't take a good breath.
That might make one of Griff's spots for next year.
For next year, he needs to make one for tomorrow. I'm just kidding. Not really. The high return, Jacobson, Villayunas far side, and getting the kill, Talaka with the Kalaka. Could be
yeah,
worse.
I like some of the other ones you were going with earlier.
Yeah, understandable.
This place is really starting to clear out.
Yeah, it's quiet. Well, there are 1, 2. This is the third game remaining out here out of 8 courts, so everything else ending up pretty standard. Villayunas can't tip it away. Big kill on that one for 68. Jess Marley, 3-3 your score.
And Michigan coming out hanging strong here in the second set. We saw First Alliance start really strong in the first one and then kind of let up a little down the stretch. And Michigan now with confidence and a lead.
Tip off the hands of First Alliance, and 4-3 is your score as Reeders is back to serve. Teardrop serve. Williams digs to a knee at the 10-foot line. Far side to lock it down, and that goes out of bounds. 5-3. MVA with the 2-point lead.
MVA playing much more confident. They've been very poised throughout this entire day, and First Alliance very streaky.
High bump, almost out of bounds there by Jacobson. Back, slide, down. Self-preservation by Miller. Near side, Talaka, and Talaka keeps it in. Just nearly getting out of the way. It was Nisita. And it was all or nothing with something like that.
A much needed point, too, for First Alliance. You got to try to find a way to slow down Michigan and get some confidence back.
Serve over. High bump. Joust. One. Zielinski with the Blokinski.
There's at least a half a foot differential on that joust. If Zielinski didn't win, I would question her health.
Yeah. Serve over. Reinders not able to get to that one. 6-5. Bit of a rally now for First Alliance as you got Villanueva back to serve.
Well, Villanueva also with a solid serve and getting it inbounds, being able to place it, and that's really playing to the advantage of First Alliance.
Villanueva serve is over, picked up by Meyer. Spike right hand to Laka. It stays in play, so they have to return it. Marley outside, blocked by Brown and Zielinski. And running out of bounds was Reinders, not able to get to it in time. 2-point lead now for First Alliance. You just see how much of an impact player Zielinski is, and you just play the what-if game. What if Marist had her during the season?
Well, not only that, but you're looking at how she affects her club team. Earlier, they had to play much more in the first game we saw without her. They played a completely different game. They didn't play aggressive at the net. They dropped 4 players back behind the 10-foot line and go for the defense and the digs, and then work to the outside. Now, they're putting triple blocks up at the net and really trying to take advantage of the height that she brings to the team.
8-6 your score. Villanueva sets 10-foot line. Talaka redirects it. Left hand attempt over the top by Davis. Spike down. Boom, boom, Brown. The killer bee. 9-6 your score.
Brown again, they lost track of her on the court and assumed that she was a righty and going to be out of position, but she's left-handed on the right side, and that catches Michigan off balance just long enough for her to put it right down the middle.
Spike down. Are they calling the tip? No tip. Point goes to MVA. 9-7 your score.
Great job near side antenna, and again, over-aggressive with the blocks is First Alliance.
Back to serve. Right-hand set serve. Davis. Miller with the return. Villanueva near side. Williams. There is no 1-2 punch that we may see today that is like that. Boom. Thank you. Come again.
I highly doubt we're going to see the combination. And it just comes from when you have a setter to an outside hitter that have been doing it for years together.
Set. Far side. 10-foot line. Kill attempt by Reinders. Return. And they're saying that one when it goes out of bounds, it's 11-7.
And just like that, First Alliance able to pull away. When they're able to play clean and force you into mistakes, they can really run away with the score.
And running away with her love, her heart. Looks like Spry down there wins 25-17-2. With some familiar faces. Rose, 10-foot line, tries to go for the kill. Good return by Davis, uppercut by Meyer. Back slide, Brown. High return, and not able to get under it cleanly was Reinders, and 12-7 your score now.
Great job by Brown, again able to adjust, and a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by the Great Lakes Center out here in Aurora for anything volleyball related, camps, clinics, club season, power league, even an apparel outlet. They do have their own store downstairs. Check out GreatLakesCenters.com for more information.
Yeah, they also got the National Junior Classic. Can't forget about that coming up. I know this one takes you through for just a bit, but yeah, the National Junior Classic is going to be coming your way May 26th to the 28th. 17s, 16s, 15s, and of course the 18s. Open and club. 12-7 your score on SportsTownChicago.com.
3 other games appear to be going on still in the 18 morning session.
Yeah, it looks like another sports performance down at the end. Is still going at it. A sports one, two, this is the 4th one still going on. Not able to get underneath that one cleanly is Rose. 12-8. Good timeout called by MVA.
Yeah, MVA has been very poised and letting up a little run there to First Alliance. A great timeout by the head coach, getting the girls composed again, and now you're seeing it with coming out with the first point.
Bouncing a few times. Right hand. Set serve. Williams down. Nava stays in bounds. Nava 13-8.
I was expecting the Nava to be dragged out again, but you threw me off.
Got to keep everybody on their toes. 13-8. Dig down low. Backslide. Jackson Jones doesn't get the kill on that one. The block slowed it down a bit by Nava. Set. 10-foot line. Blocked by Nava. Jackson Jones goes for a kill. Doesn't need to. Williams. Stoppage. And
never cleared the net. 4 hits called on Michigan.
There you go. 14-8. That's why we keep you around, Alex. Jacobson in. Serves over. High set. Far side by Reinders. And that gets blocked by Villa Eunice. 15-8. It's kind of like when you got a 6'5" point guard in basketball.
Yeah. Having Zielinski on the floor, well, I'd say more like a 7-foot center.
Okay.
Just you have the height, you might as well go to that player and take advantage of it.
15-8 your score. There is a tip. 16-8 points been doubled here in the final game of the morning session. Back to serve Jacobson. Hop serve. Sends it into the net. Hits off Nava. 16-9.
And again, those little kind of mistakes are going to come back and haunt you throughout this tournament as you progress. First Alliance has been good enough to win the first 2 today. However, if you want to end up coming away and winning this tournament, you got to clean up those kind of mistakes.
Left hand hop serve. Sending it out of bounds, though, is going to be Nacita. No tip. 17-9.
Fortunately, they've had good communication like we just saw on the serve receive. That's helped them stay ahead. But it's some of the other things like executing on the little things from passing to serving.
Williams with a big, I tell you, when she nails down that serve, it is one of the best. That's why Duke wanted her. Back slide. Going around. 19-9 your score. They 10-pointed them. Oh, it's actually going to be 18-9. Williams, high jump serve. Good dig underneath it is going to be Reinders. And massive kill attempt. Boom by Abby Fleener.
Well, right now Michigan has to try a few new things, maybe go to a few new players because down 8, you got to find a way to come back quick and try to force a third set.
Meyer, set, serve, right-handed to Laka. Villa Eunice to Nava. Is it a block or is it an antenna? It is a tip, so give it the block out of bounds. 19-10, it's up to 9.
And again, First Alliance just using a plethora of weapons. Nava's been big right now down the stretch, but they're able to send so many different players at you, it's hard to adjust on the fly defensively.
But big kill there. Good job trying to keep him alive as Fleener again. 19-11.
And again, Michigan is not going to go away quietly. They're going to do everything they can to hang in there. They've showed some great poise today, and it's can they get to the back row? If you can get to the back row and attack First Alliance, that's where you have a chance to really change things up.
And Reinders sends that one out of bounds. I tell you, it might be a First Alliance sports performance matchup when we get to the likes of Monday. Villa Eunice, jump serve. Meyer with the return. Davis, far side, spike down. Good return off of Marley's attempt. Williams, send over to Reinders. Zielinski tries for a kill. Good defense there. Sending it over, checking in recently is going to be, number 23. Yeah, Bridget Powell, 21-11 though.
Now, Pete, what's the knee brace for?
Well, she could have a partially torn MCL, ACL, PCL, or a torn one of those 3. But if you stabilize it with said brace, kind of compensates for what's not there. It all depends. You could play through it. What's done is done. It can't get worse. So it could be one of those 3 things. 21-12. Spike attempt. Talaka. Good return. Oh, Talaka! That is the Talaka timing. Bringing it to 10, 22-12.
And, I think you and I both find it amusing that during the high school season, you see Talaka and Williams and Villa Eunice go against each other. Here, they're all on the same side, and it's amazing to see what it's like to watch them play together.
We did see that. Davis, left side. They're trying to set up Jackson Jones. Don't do it. Go far side to Davis. She gets blocked by Zielinski. 23-12.
And again, Brown in on that one. and the Heights just winning out for First Alliance.
11-point lead. High set Davis, and Riener sends it out of bounds. 24-12. We are at game point for the morning session.
It's gone kind of quick.
High bump. Reinders goes back to Rose. Villanunis, Zielinski, no tip, out of bounds. 24-13.
Right now, Michigan just trying to get every point that they can to get some better seating tomorrow when everyone gets repooled. But First Alliance trying to close out and avoid letting Michigan get too much of a run going.
Hop serve, right hand, Davis. And Williams keeps that rally alive after it was just bouncing around like a pinball. Off the double block, Rose, good dive at it back row. Villanunis, near side, Williams, to a block, to kill. Williams ends it here. 25-13 in 2 straight. And Alex, the morning session has come to a close.
That it has. We're going to have the 17s in just about an hour and a half back here on SportsTownChicago.com. They're going to clear things out, clean up the courts a little bit, probably even dry off some of the spots. But when we come back, some of the top teams that are 17s from across the country, just looking at it briefly, we got teams from Louisiana, Florida, California. We got 3 teams from Canada.
Oh, Canada!
So teams from all over from North America are going to be here, and it's going to be exciting to see what the 17s can do. Many of those players playing for college scouts and the hopes of getting that college offer here at the end of their junior season.
All right, well, best of luck to everybody this morning. Congrats to those who won, and best of luck for the seeding as it comes shortly. But again, for yours truly, Dr. Pete Ferrari, I'll be back tomorrow morning with Kyle Griffin. But Alice is going to finish up the rest of the day, like we said, an hour and a half with Joe Freddo on SportsTownChicago.com. Hey, this is Dr. Pete, SportsTownChicago.com, inviting you to check out the Team Dow Wellness Tip of the Week. Their weight release program helped me drop over 50 pounds and over 10 pant sizes. Visit our homepage of SportsTownChicago.com or theedgeonair.com to find out the Team Dow Wellness Tip of the Week.
Tim Virgin, how do I become a DJ? How can I hang out at cool shows, go backstage, be on the air, play cool music? Well, it can actually happen to you. A career working in radio or TV can happen at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting